It's time again. Let's resume the game. We're playing some Auction Not Included, and just trying to win the game. This would then be my third playthrough. But yeah, we're playing on the Beyond Max difficulty, which means we have all settings cranked up to the maximum and added in some additional settings, like for example, duplicants are breathing more oxygen, 100 G per second more oxygen than usual. And then we have also the materials tax. So when we deconstruct something, we're getting back only 60% of the materials, and when we dig out a fresh tile, is going to be only 30% of the mass that we're going to get from that, instead of the usual 50%. And then there is this thing. You only get half power from any power generating device. For example, manual generators only produce 200 watts. That is that. Also, we're on the Infernal Planetoid, where it's burning hot. Hence the name of the playthrough. And that leaves us with a lot of molten lead, which is interesting. Molten iron, excuse me. It's not lead, it's iron. Which is interesting. Good. So where's my rocket? Is on its way back. And then we're gonna have a Draco. Good stuff. Meanwhile, this here is not looking so great. Why we're not running? No power. Oh dear. On our plus side, our filtration system is working. Don't know where this is coming from though. Let's mop it up. There's a little bit of polluted water. And I have no idea. But it's fine. And everything here is cool enough. Got more cooling here happening. Is all good. That volcano will erupt, but I doubt it will actually erupt. I think it's flooded. So we have to get rid of more things. And now, why is this? Why is this too much? Oh, because of this water here. Getting everything stuck. I guess we have to deconstruct this tile, which I do not want. This is all very hot. Let's deconstruct that tile here instead. And then we have a little bit of flowage going on. And the batteries will work again. Also, why are you not running? Minus 150 degrees. For no reason. Oh, and I did forget the cooling loop, which is kind of essential. So, do we have a little bit of steel for a cooling loop? Could be good. We do. Let's put it in. Alright. Can I click this? Connect. Right, and if we're lucky, this will not melt again. Alright. This thing is flooded, but this is just being stubborn. Right, now it's working again. Good. Normally you need 30% of the mass, or about 30% of the mass of a liquid that goes into one tile to flood a building. So with water, that's 1 ton, so 350 about. And this was way less, but it was still flooded. Once the building is flooded, the game makes it a pain to unflood it. But that is fair. Have to deal with a problem. Now this pump is pumping, and we have our running through again, which is good. Alright. And here we have our little system working now. Good. Extra water is going over here. Is it though? Would it though? Probably not. Let's just build this, and it's built. And we're cooling down the area again. That is important. So, yeah. This is... this is not how I wanted it to go. I'm just too lazy to build a filter. But making use of the filtering out of liquids is kind of what I want to do. Liquids filter themselves out just by stacking on top of each other. But that's not happening currently. Currently we're just wasting power on this pump. So I need to get the water out, right? Right. It's not going out. 11 degrees? We could let it out. Why not? Good. Now it's coming out. And zipping in onto here. But that will be way too much. So let's stop the madness. Should I not instead zipper this water onto here? Would that not make more sense? I think it would. Let's get it. Gonna get a liquid bridge from sandstone, rotate and put it in. Good. Yep, we are going to stop here as well. Good. Right, use up all this water. New water is coming. Temperature wise. 40 degrees. Oh dear. This water is -5, but 40 degrees is coming. Is alright. Well, this water is going to get stuck. It's 5 tons. Oh, and we're cold again? That's not great, Pine. If we're cold, we should go here. Where's this water coming from? And when is it cold? It's cold already. Good, go back. Alright. Here we have a mixture of temperature. Good. So we're gonna put the temperature sensor maybe here. If you're too cold, go back in. Something like that. And then we have a continuous loop. Except this should be down there. Yeah, let's make a loop. Sure, why not? Copper ore. We have copper ore. Put it here on top. And an insulated pipe. Connect it up. Can we not make this a little bit quicker? You could do here. Overflow goes in. So if you have a bridge here, that will take away, which we don't want. Overflow into a bridge. Bridging on. We're coming from here. Coming from here, going into a bridge. Maybe. Why is this all looking so bad? Arr. Good. How about we go here. And then figure out the rest. I mean, there's nothing to figure out. Just bridge it over. And do not have a bridge out. We should have a bridge out. But where does it go? This is for liquid that is coming out here and it's too much. So it's just gonna get stuck because we cannot get rid of it. But get rid of it we want. Get rid of it we want, get rid of it we can't. Want to make it hot. It's gonna recirculate. Just well, that's gonna take a long while. First of all, I don't think I want this. Oops. Oh dear. Deconstruct, please. Good. Over here, that vent as well. Deconstruct. Fantastic. So, what is the problem now currently? We have a volcano, and it's doing a fantastic job. Except now it cannot. It cannot. It is submerged. It is completely flooded. And the game does not tell me, because the game is so mean. And, instead, we are going to build something else here. And that is a loop. Going to get all the water out. And going to put the water into the oxygen supply. Problem is, the water cannot be too cold. Because we're running through the sieve first. Through the sieve, and this could also be temperature control of the whole base. So because of that, I want the water to come out at a certain temperature. And that is where the temperature sensor comes in, and the liquid shutoff. Liquid shutoff here from copper, which we have for some reason. Put it in. And if we build something priority 7, if we deconstruct something, it's probably going to be a building. Good. So plumbing is what we need. Liquid pipe thermosensor. Bam. And then automation. We're going to have an automation wire. And whoop. Easy peasy. But what we do need here is power. Otherwise, it will not work. Conductive wire from gold. We barely have any gold here. Let's use the copper that we produced here on accident. And connect it up properly. Right, so if the temperature is correct, or is nominal rather, then it ships out. If it's not nominal, the liquid sensor will say, hold on, we need to recirculate. And we're going to use the reservoir as part of the loop. And this all we have to renovate proper. Pumping in and bridging onto the loop. We're going to loop between the reservoir and the volcano, and we're going to use a normal pipe. Good. Normal pipe is good enough. Liquid pipe, sedimentary rock. Yes. It fits. It fits. Good. You can go in and bridge on. Go out and bridge on. Might be more reasonable. Right. Go out. Bridge onto the loop. And go. Wait a minute. I want a loop. First of all, deconstruct the insulated pipes. Good. So the reservoir part of the loop to regulate temperature. And then we're going to bridge on here somehow. Good. Sedimentary pipe. We're coming out. Are we going to leave this in it? Definitely don't need insulated pipes. What am I doing here? Oh, this is unreachable. Fantastic. To help a ladder. Dun, dun. How is this going to look? How is this going to look? So we need to go inside the reservoir. That's a given. And we have to loop around here. So something like this. Let's make it only this wide. Good. So we're going in and we're coming out. Is that not really easy? Good. Somehow I cannot reach this tower. Just pretty bad. Can I have a helper ladder, or will that not work? Oh, it will work. And I do have obsidian, so let's use that material instead. Good. Are we going to overbuild? Nope. Insulate liquid pipe from sandstone is what I have here. So we're coming out. And part of the loop should be this all. Right, so that doesn't work. Instead, if the temperature is bad, go back into the loop. Going in here. Temperature is good. Should do it the other way around. Possibly. Can let me cancel game, please. Go back into the loop. Otherwise, God, this was probably already correct. How long do we have? 2.1 seconds, there's no way. Not with 4 duplicants. Temperature inside is -13. Just not warm enough. So we're warming up the liquid. My loop is almost empty. Just use the cold. Gonna have a broken pipe again. Possibly. It's the temperature. Oh man, yep. Good. If this falls below, I'm gonna cut the pipe. But yeah, how is this going to look? -11. Have to babysit this. -9. Let's leave it in the pipe for a moment. Yellow alert. Yes, we're broken, I know. Good. Is this sweep only? Yep. And we can reach it as well. Good. Someone is going to do it. And someone is building this all as well. Which I do not know if I need. Good. I want this part of the loop. Good. If we're too cold, go back in. Isn't that what's always going to happen? This must be part of deconstruct. This should have been one up higher. Good. So again, we're going to get the liquid shut off in. Going to get it in here. Power. We're wasting materials now. Because we don't know how the loop is gonna look. Good, it comes out, just here. Bridging on is the right way around. Then we're going to bridge on liquid from here onto the loop as well. Temperature is too low. Which one will be the default? It does not matter which one will be the default, because I need this to act as a bridge. So liquid shutoff acts as a bridge, so that we know which way the liquid is going to flow. Good. Just do this, and then do that, and then connect this up. Make sure to be able to reach everything. Right. Automation. Let's put it in. Going to need this all. Deconstruct, we wasted some copper. Power-wise, we wasted even more copper. Deconstruct. Right, but this is how it's gonna look. So here's the loop now. Overflow is going out. It's gonna go out all the time now. What's the temperature here? -degrees. This temperature is nominal. Let's let it go. Now we're emptying out cold, which is not ideal. This all needs to be built up. If I have a white here, that is... No, I'm gonna have a green here. That is nominal. Good, we're running out. Does it matter? No. Running out and pitching on. Good. Let's flip the switch. Switch is inactive. Let's see how the loop is gonna look. Will it fill itself up? Probably. So this vent serves no purpose. Damn it. But it's alright. Let's build this all. Priority 9 on the construction project. The volcano is going to erupt in 1.6 seconds. There's no way we're going to empty out the basin. 1.5 cycles and I will have my Draco. Good stuff. Right, anything we're doing here? This got wrecked last time. Alright, upside down irradiation. What? Because we're running through here a little bit. That's fine. Good, this is looking good. Temperature here is hot, of course. That's why we're building the loop. Good, we're gonna say temperature if we're above 0, that's fine. So if we're below 0, let's say below 1. Or let's say below, let's be generous. Let's say below 1. Good. These plants are going to grow at 15 degrees. So if we're coming through here at 1 degrees, that's of course bad. But let's not forget, we have a heat source here. And that is the igneous rock that we're actually bringing from the volcano. So come time, this will be hot. So it could be good if this was a proper loop. And if this thermoregulation would be good. Would be good enough for this area. And good enough for this area is 15 to 50 degrees. Right. Okay, we're building up everything. That volcano erupts 1.4. Everything is reachable. Pipe is blocked because it's not built. Is all alright. Over here, we're preparing the ranch. Oh, these things are already growing. Let's make sure to disable the harvest here. Good. And that farm is ready to go. Should duplicants come here and work, actually, they're going to breathe up a little bit of the oxygen. And this vent will not be overpressurized. And we're going to get a little bit of hydrogen as well. Right. Unrested, too bright. Fapplejax doesn't have a bed. Let's move them somewhere where it's dark. Possibly build them a bed as well. Good. There's a new duplicant here. What are you doing? You You're gonna get unrested here again. Why do you want to sleep here? Somebody makes a bed and Fabberjacks will be fine. Under construction. Constructor Whiplash is whooping it up real quick. Alright, Fab will go sleep. Good. We're not doing bedrooms. That is too evolved. Too involved maybe. Good, to grab the stuff. Bristleberry. Producing... It's looking good. Upside down irradiation. This is fine. Someone's idle. Producing space food. Berry sludge, 80,000 kilocal. Good, we're coming home with the Draco, but we cannot go home because the rockets are in the way. No problem. Going to build another rocket platform. Let's build it. What's the material here? Obsidian? We're out of obsidian. Let's do ceramic. We don't even need to build this, do we? But we have to be able to leave the rockets somehow. Just build one ladder here is enough. Good. Errands number 1. Rocket platform is being built. And we need to renovate this as well. Or build over here. Nope. This is how it needs to look. Good. Deconstruct that all, and that is my refueling system for the rocket. Should we do intermittent ladders? Don't think so. When this rocket platform is built, I think we can reach everything. Upside down, he has a radiation problem. Erupting in 1 cycle. Can we do it? Let's force them. Good, and then at least the liquid will heat up a little bit. Here. And when it has the right temperature, it will get ejected out. Do we have a continuous loop? We should have. This is a liquid reservoir, and it will provide a continuous loop. And that is then perfect. Oh, the pump is also pumping. I thought I said no. Good. And the loop is looping. Good. Alright. Do we need a direction? I don't think so. Good. Coming in at -13. And we're heating up here a little bit, do we? -9, -13, -9. Should work out. Some of the water is warm, so that comes out. Right, what about here? Is looking good. It's looking very nice. Should work out. So we don't need this pipe anymore. Good. Now we're warming up the water. I would be more comfortable if this was actually exchanging heat. Do we have a radiant something? We have a little bit of copper. Let's do a little bit of copper here. 3 segments. Somewhere here could be good. Just 3 segments down there of actual radiation. Radiating the heat. Good. This is done. This will be done. Priority 9. And then I can land. Because right now I can't. 0.7 cycles. And then we need to land. Dum, 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 dum. Good. This is a rocket platform. What's the name? Here's the auditor. There is the first. And here is the third. Good. Let's enable the building. To make the naming process complete. Right. How is your radiation? 80. Blasenboy. Hope you're done with everything soon. Because this is bad. Actually, I think, Blasenboy, I'm going to lock you in here for a moment. Just for a little while. Are you allowed to leave? But you're not allowed to enter? What are you doing? Oh, you're moving in from the other side. That's fair. What about you, Fappo? Red dose also 80. But we're done. Good, we're done. Blasenboy can leave. Dum, 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 dum. Good. Oh, no, they did not finish. Oh. Who is doing this? Fapple is doing it. Who's doing it now? Blasenboy. The one duplicate who wasn't supposed to do it. Going to build. 87, yeah. Someone else does it. Come on, somebody. Fapple, what's your radiation? 90, so you're not allowed to do it either. Good. I'm sure somebody can do it. Punk W444. There we go. Completely fresh duplicate. Not exposed to any rats whatsoever. They're gonna be fine. As opposed to the other two, who may now leave since somebody else is doing the job. There we go. Good, ready to receive the Draco. Good, everybody works here nicely. Let's look into space. Change. I cannot just land from here. What does it say? 0.56. Alright, let's let them go then. The Explorer is fit. The Draco is age 35. Also fit. Good. So we don't have a shearing station in our fantastic farm. That's an oversight. Also, let's suppress. And suppress. Can we copy settings? Yes. That is an oversight. That's not why we're shearing them, why we're ranching them. We want a little bit of a something there. Can we shear them up top? Can we renovate here? Possibly. Deconstruct. And deconstruct. And then we have to build another section where we bring in overflow critters. Demolish. Inspect. Haha, nothing of interest. Demolish. Construct this tile. Another granite tile over here. Close the section off. Deconstruct this background. And that lab wall. Good. And then we're going to build another section here. And another section there. It's funny how we did not even build a critter drop-off. Right, and we're gonna bring the critters over to an overflow room. So we need 2 shearing stations after each other. Is that even possible? Dun, dun, dun. It's unreachable, skill required, errands, no luck by schedule. Requires learned skill. Can we learn it? Fladani, that is Inferno. Somebody who is a constructor. Nobody. Nobody. Good. So only Faberjacks can do it? Wait, what? Errands? Indeed. No, requires learned skill. Nobody can actually do it. Skills. There we go. Now somebody can do it. Alright. Deconstruct this. We are going to extend this room a little bit. So the idea now is to have a shearing station here, then a wall, then another shearing station. Could do a shearing station here. That makes more sense. Good. So the fantastic room size here doesn't work. We have to build more tiles. Station shearing from granite here, and then the overflow goes there. Here maybe. 3 and 3. Oh, we need 4? No, we don't. Good. Where is my critter drop off? Here. Good. Then here goes a door into the overflow room, which consists of a shearing station and a critter drop off, of course. Can both fit in. Stupid teleporter receiver is in the way. Are you kidding me? Arg. Is there a way to do this? Doesn't look much like it. That sucketh. That sucketh big time. That completely sucketh. And this door. Deconstruct. Good is not a problem. It is actually a problem. But we're gonna solve it. And put in a little bit of a something here. And that is going to be a wall. Like so. You can overbuild background tiles or not. Deconstruct. And a ladder. And a door. Also, we're going to close this off completely, so that the Draco does not escape. How is this not the size? Good. So here's going to be a door and possibly there as well. Good. And this all is going to be hydrogen. Alright. And again. We don't have room for the critter drop off. Oh, there's room for the critter drop off. Whoops. Oops, of course. Critter drop off here. And then a door there. Jim. Running out of copper ore. I think we have to send over some copper ore from the other planetoid again. Right, critter drop off, critter Draco. And just Draco. And here as well. Then we're gonna shear them. Where's the power? And where's the light? For the duplicant. They're gonna shear in the dark. Makes me sad. Good, can't be helped. So every time we teleport somebody over, they're gonna land inside of the overflow Draco shearing chamber. But that's alright. Good, do we have enough granite to make this reasonable? I think we do. Right, there's nothing over here. Is fair. Priority 9 on everything there. Good. Yes, power is a problem. Where we're gonna run this? Do have a little bit of gold. Still like that. Is fair. Good, and that is my Draco farm. Here is a liquid loop. Is that actually functional? It seems like it's pretty full. That means this will probably fill up completely, which I'm fine with. Have an additional runnage here if we want to, but we don't want to. This line is super duper full. 2 degrees is fair. Heating up. Are we ejecting out? Huh? How do we get out of the loop? How the heck do we get out of the loop? Don't tell me the shutoff is the wrong way. I don't think it is. This shuts on. This should be... Here's the out of the loop. Here it is. And the sensor says green. We're above. So we should go out. Let's go out of the loop. And here we're going back into the loop. But only if we're below 27 degrees, yes. So the configuration is correct. I just confused here the in and the out, probably. We could shut off. Good, so we're too warm. Yep, because I did not configure this correctly. And then we're going into the loop if we have the right temperature. What is this? 8 degrees. So now we're adding on to the loop with the right temperature, and this will even out. Good. This zipper's in, that means we're fine. And the pump is not pumping because we're full here. And we have a constant liquid for oxygen and power. Good. Here we're doing nothing. There we're doing nothing as of yet. That was the renovation of the first loop. First cooling loop cools down the right side. Yeah, this should then come out maybe over 27.5 degrees, which is good enough for this area where the machines are. Probably going to heat up a little bit. That's fair. Initial cooling down is happening here to prepare the liquid. This is quite nice. Now we have to renovate this all. We have a liquid inside of the gold volcano tamer, but there should not come any new liquid. We need to renovate this, and we're going to use polluted water. And that polluted water is filling up the loop. And if it's too warm, it's going to go into the plants. And if the plants complain, we're just going to put it into the steam chamber. Good. What about the water here? 350 key? Could be more. What if I pump out some? Doesn't help because we're now full. It's fine. It's gonna be a while until I have plastic actually. Right. Why are we not building this? Errands? No pending deliveries. Do not have the copper. Send some over. We're going to say copper is a raw metal ore. Copper errands number 4. That's actually quite important. Let's land the rocket with our critter inside. Good, and see how that goes. Good, and then we're going to build a complete explorer rocket for the duplicate that is inside of this colonizer. Which means we can deconstruct the telescope. Should we though? Nah, let's leave it in. What the heck is going on? This is risky business. This is extremely risky business, man. Hydrogen. 200 key. Oops. This was not only risky, we lost some hydrogen. But it's fine. This is actually not fine. What if I renovate a little bit? No. I could delete the hydrogen. Let's close this off sufficiently. Just in case. Good, but this will irradiate the duplicates again. So we have to be careful. For the time being, just 2 tiles. Right, let's check inside. There's no duplicate. Let's say change crew. Nobody. Everybody is allowed and we're grounded. Good. This is for no critters. Going to wrangle up the Draco. Gonna give them an... Oh, we have to name people. Going to... If somebody wants to be this Draco, they should speak up now. But the Explorer is going to get a name from the queue. The queue is over here. Number 4, Origin. I think it's their turn. Koopy comes next then, yes. Origin. You are the Explorer. Good, a new type of duplicate. Good. Explorer Origin. Very nice. Alright, this could be Dutch. It could be Rhine. Who knows? I certainly don't. But now we have an Explorer. But the Explorer rocket is not finished. Great. We also need another bed. Or the duplicate again will sleep in the light. Good. Starting 0 20 critters. Makes this priority 9. Errands. No pending deliveries. No pending deliveries yet. I'm sure somebody is gonna come and wrangle. Oh, somebody already did. No pending deliveries, you say. Draco. Errands. No pending deliveries. What the hell? How is the game lying to me again? Draco, errands. There's no way of telling this. Consumables. Nobody is allowed the spacesuit. And nobody is allowed the pills. This is unreachable. Let's check. Should not be unreachable. It's absolutely reachable. A rancher should come and ranch them. This This is so dumb. Come on, game. Nobody. Is this crew only? No, this is all. How the heck is nobody doing this? This rancher here should be doing a grooming station is priority. Should be 8 actually. No, just nobody is doing it. They don't see what is the problem. Is this not reachable? It is absolutely. Stupid game. Draclet, that's my mistake. Errands? Current errands. There we go. Good. Not stupid game, sorry. But everybody knows this is the only game I respect. Many games I play, but this is the only one that I actually think is good. The rest is below par. Way below par. But good, let's run. And bring the Draco. Here we go. Fapplejax is doing it. 50 reds is all nominal. Let's see if they can do that. Do the errand before their schedule runs out. Priority 9 should have been sufficient. Hey, we have a Draco. We have a Draco. They are hungry. Go eat, little Draco. Go eat. And get groomed as well. Outside of agricultural room. Oh dear. Errands. No pending deliveries. Volcano got choked and we missed it. But that is fair. How's the liquid looking? 2 degrees. So we're completely filled up. And are we zippering in? Because that is kind of important. We are. Good. Let's fill up the loop. This is the correct temperature. Is it? What's the temperature here? 37. Let's say we want... What is it that we want? 15 degrees is what we want. If we're above, say, 15 degrees. Then we're going back inside. If we're below 15. Back inside because we want to heat it up to 15. Right, let's not forget to fill up the loop. Good. So this will take out a little bit of the heat. And hopefully take out a little bit of the liquid, but I doubt it actually. I doubt it. I have to stop taking liquid, putting it into the loop. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Let's please not. Let's please not go the wrong way. We should be going out. We should be going in here. Easy peasy. Deconstruct. Build a ladder. Plumbing. A ladder. Build a liquid bridge, of course, here. And make sure this is readable. And then we're going to connect this up again. So. Do not overbuild, though. No, they're not. Right, and then the direction is very clear. Good, now we're taking out the liquid so the volcano doesn't get choked. And we got everything built up. We might have to break in again when the magma melts more. For example, this radiant gas pipe here is made from copper ore. And only these two are made of steel. But that's fine. It's gonna be alright. Good. Also, I like that there was a liquid here before, but there isn't anymore. All this water might melt. Or not. Don't think it's that important. We have a lot of hydrogen. But I think this colony is slowly gaining oxygen. Good. What about my liquids? Well, I guess we will not have a liquid problem for a long, long time. Good. Now that is that. What about my explorer? We need to build it actually. Do we have copper ore now? What is all this? Let's check out the copper. We have 2.4 tons. Which means I can build an explorer. This is an auto driller. We need plastic and a lot of plastic. Good. The explorer will have a telescope. And the explorer will have data something. Good. Are we going to do our glass production? I think yes. Good. Food. Hydroponic farm. Wait a minute. How much do I have in terms of oxiferns? Says to, can I send a pioneer to bring me more? Possibly, probably can. Telescope. Good, first of all we're gonna scrub Fapple. They're not a rancher. How dare they think they are? Where is the scrubber? Should be here. Click and scrub. Good. There's some data here or not? There's some data here or not? This is priority 9. I want all the data to go here. No pending. No pending. Can I inspect this? Can I inspect that? Give me some data. There's no way. So we do have plastic, but wait a minute. So we need... No, we just need plastic. Good. Don't need oil. I would love some oil though. But it's fine. We have 2 oxiferns. And 3 or a 4. Come on, a 5th one, please. 5. Yes. Here's more over here, but 5 is what we need for now. And let's print out a duplicate. Oh, here's another oxifern. So we're gonna get some quick oxifern here. Take out this. Should build a door while we're here. Just so we can get inside. This is a vacuum. What about this? Or should just leave it be? Now the option is to colonize or not. Do we have a vacuum here? I think this is all relatively safe. It is. Because this is a steam rocket and there's always going to be some liquid drippage. And these are liquid locks. Here's the entrance. It's all fine. So we're good. We can pop this. We cannot pop that. We could build a little bit of something here. Sure. Good. Fapplejacks. Are you scrubbed? Almost. Good, let's put something in here also. Trailblazers, do I need them? Not for now. We're going to build them up later again, right? Possibly. Yes. So, swap this module for a different one. How about an orbital cargo module? Whoops, I changed my mind. Here's another rovers module. Switched up to a small solid... I changed my mind again. And here, rovers module, gonna build a liquid cargo tank or not. So that way we have all of our stuff again. If we had deconstructed it, the material tags would have fired and wouldn't have gotten my stuff. Let's mop it up. Good. Refined metal, no, it's manufactured. Steel, we're gonna grab it again. Good, where are you gonna bring it? I just clicked this and you were on your way before. What is happening? Also, I think we have to build a tile here. Super important. We can build a tile here and there as well. Wait a minute. Will this be... let them work here a little bit, but not too much. Ah, yeah, that's what I thought. Good. Right, so we have this trailblazer module. We don't need. Deconstruct or swap. And cancel. There was just some iron. Battery we should need, right? What is this, iron? Will it melt? No. It will not melt. This is a lot of work. Oops. Reachable? Not really. Just another helper ladder. Or not. We're just gonna move this up. We need a helper ladder again. Do we want to bring power here? I don't think so. That is all not needed. Good. All right. But let's fuel it up. Flip the switch. Make sure we're running that stuff to where it needs to go. Steam will fill up this rocket and that and that. There's no hovering over the steam engine and seeing how much is in it. That's a bit rough. But you can look at the info here. Range remaining 10, 2, and here this needs to be filled up as well. Good. Good. Food. Let's bring some food. Edible berry sludge, 39. All that we have goes inside of here. And hopefully that will not irradiate them too much. Good. What's this music again? Good. We have to reload. Oh, we did not have to reload. Oops. There we go. Here, this is a rocket not finished. This is going to be the auto driller. But yeah, this is looking great. 24 kilograms is 48 days. Should we leave it at that? There's 11,000, which is 5 additional days. How much do we have even? Oh, that's it. That was it. Damn it. Good. 150, roughly 50 days. A little bit more. Good. Are we scrubbed? Seems like it. Let's check the skills. Fapple, you're gonna get your standard skills. And anything else? For the moment, I think you're good. Right. Change crew. I'm going to... Oops, this is destination. What is this? Destination is what? Soprano. Oh, wait. 2 tiles remaining. Are we taking oxygen here? Sometimes we're grabbing oxygen from down here. But that should be... No, there's still some oxygen. It's 1 key. But that is getting deleted in the engine. Good. 3 tiles remaining. Good. So let's change your crew. It's gonna be Fapplejacks again. Where are you, man? Here. Good. You're also pilot. This is all going. We're running here. Current project there should be finished. That is full. Which means we're going to run the loop again. Will this get stuck? I hope not. Temperature is nominal. Just nice. So since we have this fantastic temperature control, maybe we can build the loop proper. So what if we were to come through here and go right, left, right, left, like so, like we are, and down and out. Could be. Of course, we don't have any refined metal to actually make that work, which is very sad. Can send over some gold. We have 12 tons. If we weren't cheap, we could do that. Here we got salt water 27 degrees. That's fair. I think that's the temperature control here even. Good. Don't tell me we're stuck. That loop is stuck. But that's only because we have so much liquid. And the temperature here is absolutely nominal. Hey, I think the Draco ate this. And the Draco got sheared as well. Still wild, but they're groomed. And we got hydrogen, like I prophesized. That is what I said, actually. I said... the duplicates are gonna come and breathe here. And then the oxygen will drop. Because the pressure will lower. And the hydrogen can come in intimately. Good, so this regulates itself. Is very nice. Overflow critters, we're going to say... Oh, the rim world is very loud. Is that normal? Good, so we're going to say overflow critters, which is Dracos. Going here. Dracos are going here, priority 7. This is priority 9. And we're going to say ordering a surplus. Now, if there is a small Draco, it's fine. For the time being, because we're not... No egg selected. Draglet for the time being. But if it's a plastic, I'm gonna switch to plastic Draco. If it's a plastic. If it's a glossy Draco egglet egg, then it's gonna go into the incubator. Good, picking up meal ice because it dropped from the vine. Where are you gonna put it though? Into the box where it can safely go off. Because nobody's eating that garbage. Hopefully. Yep, nobody's eating it. Wait. I have pickled meal. Let's not eat that either. And not make that either. We're not making it. Barbecue, roast crab food. Alright. Roast crab food? Yes, is what we're eating. We have 8 duplicants. And we should have 8 beds as well. 3, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. This is a lot of hydrogen now. Do we want to have it all the way down here? Maybe just a little bit more. Just a tiny tad. So it goes here maybe. Yeah. That's good, then goes down there. Yeah. This is alright. Dim dim dim. Good, we're looking nominal completely. Draco, wild, happy, and groomed. Wonderful. Now, here we're going for a run. And should we go for a run right now? I mean, there's nothing else to do. Good, let's stop the madness. We don't need to refill anything. Good, how much? 4 tiles is good. We're very, very, very far from making this actually work. But wait a minute. Let's build this, but let's run the rocket first. Good. Change the destination to Sapano, I think. Let's make 100% sure. Yep. That's where the oxyferns are. Begin launch sequence. Pilot boarded, all crew boarded, non-crew exited. Toilet. Check. You got dirt inside. This is out of order. How many visits are remaining? Why doesn't it tell me? Because we're grounded. We're almost full. That does not matter, does it? Go to toilet, check. Oxygen, check. Water. Water is toilet. Water is always check. Temperature. 30 degrees. Oxyferns. 40 degrees. How did we cool this down again? Need some new water. Do we have an extra wheeze ward to cool down the rocket while I'm doing something else? We never planted the wheeze ward. Wheeze ward. See all ward. 1 unit. We only have 1 unit. Huh? Dig out 1 more. And here we should have some. These useless ones. Wonder if I should grab one. So we cannot cool down the rocket. If the rocket goes hot, we will have a problem. But it's fine, let's begin the launch sequence. It's gonna be alright. I swear. Well, if the oxygens die because of the heat, then we will still have enough oxygen for the moment to reach a safe haven somewhere. Good. Fapel is going. Did not make them any clothes. It's not great pine. Good, we're running. And we close this off. Just so that nothing is happening here. Good. This is the stubbiest rocket I've ever seen. The Kalpa, and we did not rename it. I wanted to name it the Colonizer. Good. This is going to be the Driller. Good. Let's enable it. And this is going to be the Explorer. Good. Right. Hydro farms. Over here. Good. How's this gonna be? 1, 2, 3? 1, 2? I think yes. Do we need this? This is for gas. Don't know if we need this. Ventilation, insulated gas from granite. Good. And here as well. Just some infrastructure in place. And hydroponic farm 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Good. What else do we need infrastructure wise? Well, this is gonna go to happen anyways. Conductive wire gold. Good. Liquid is going to happen anyways. What about automation? Automation wire gold. Alright. Is this all the infrastructure we need? I think yes. Doom. And then we need to have a marble tile here. And then we're going to bring the, what's it called? Refinement building glass forge. Where's the glass forge? Here it is. Make it from ceramic. No, we're gonna make it from granite because we're gonna deconstruct and construct all the time. How do we get up there? We're going to use ladders from igneous rock this time. Toilet. We will have plastic very soon. Room sizes. And since this is going to be so different, for the time being we're going to do something intermittent. like deconstructing this tile. Putting in a ladder instead. And that is so that we can reach everything. So we can build up thingies while we're working here as well. Good. Plumbing. We need an insulated pipe from sedimentary is then good enough. Let's connect this up. Oh, actually I don't like to. Let's do ceramic. From ceramic. And then a sedimentary here. Good. Or there as well. This is temporary. And the ceramic is infrastructure. Good. So we're gonna come in or out, let's say here. Connect this all up. And then we're going to loop back. Dum 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 bum. Liquid bridge. Rotate. Good. We're gonna need just one piece of glass for 5 thingies. Just one piece of glass for 5 thingies. And then we're already done. Oh, this is gonna be fast. Good. Is this connected up to power? Not quite yet. It's connected up. Wonderful. I mean it is. I could just do this, right? Yep. Good. Connected to power. Power is available. Let's view the interior. How's this gonna look? We could build in something here and something there. So I did not want duplicates to come here. To do things. Rocket control station. Because I'm gonna get the popped eardrums here. That means a disabled thingy. And here's that room for something else. Like hanging plants. Starvation on Fappljacks. Consumables? Good. Fapple? Why is there only 2 people here? Oh, because they're inside of this rocket. Good. Why does it still say defensive vigor? Good, let's eat this up. And not be starving anymore. Right. This is all getting built. Fantastic. Hanging plant furniture. Do we not have a... Oh, I think we are lacking some research. Down here. There we go. Aeropod. And environmental appreciation. Good, let's go into that. Then we have glass window tiles. Window tiles. Nice. So for a brief moment, we're going to flip the switch. Good. Red ball generator. We're going to shoot it manually by playing with this, twiddling this toggle here. Good. Waiting red balls. How many are we gonna shoot? Let's find out. We already have 25. Jim. Are they building this? Seems like it. Rocketry? Is there anywhere else but here where I can put the power outlet fitting? Do not think so. Put it in here. That means that space is wasted. Is it though? I wonder if there comes in... Oh, come on. If there comes in a vent, maybe. How much do we have? 77. Shoot it while the duplicates are safe. And flip the switch again. Good. A little bit of manual research there. Good. Here we have a radiation problem. Should we eat the pill? No, it's only 20. Fapple is fine. Fapple is just fine. Go to Soprano. How long? 0.8 seconds. Is this stupid quick or what? Wow, popped eardrum, yeah. Putting the rocket control station here is a bit rough. Going to put it here instead. Next to a meal tray. But that is then only a single meal tray. I do not like. Oh! I have this 2-3 instead of 3-2. Interesting. What was that choice? I have no idea why I did this. It's good for reaching here, but... Good. I don't think it's that important. 2-3 or 3-2. I think this looks better. So rocket control station and then the meat tray and then in the middle. Gonna be here, radiation protected when we're working. Makes more sense. So only one meal tray then. And this will be carpeted tiles. What am I doing? Let's replace. Good. Base, carpeted tiles, ceramic. 'Cause it's nice. Insulator. Sure. And 3. Why not? Complete carpet here. They're going to build this. Aeropod comes there. Are we done with the research? We are. The red bulbs are researched up. Flip the switch again. Bam. Red bulb generator is at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is good stuff. Good, but what is our radiation? Minor radiation sickness on Blazen Y. What's your deal, man? 60. But you're going to the toilet. You're fine. Okay, this takes a while until it's built up. The Explorer is doing something. What are you doing? You're building a ladder? Why would you? Priorities. Explorer regen. Not allowed to do anything, man. Just run the wheel, you're fine. No farming. Operating is what you're doing. Researching? You can research. Nothing against research. Tidying a rocketry? Well, does not matter. Really? That priority setting. Regen is running the wheel. Perfect. Good. But the constructor is also running the wheel. Good. How much do we have collected? 100? Ah, shoot it. Good. We're in. We're going to research. The switch. Good. Rocket is being built. We never checked this colony. This fantastic volcano tamer, which is flooded. Good, but this is the survival of the colony, right? It's fine. But anyway, how come we're using up so much oxygen? 4 duplicants should use up 800 G per second. I'm producing 888 G, so what the hell? What gives? Let's just live with it. Oh, are we? Let's not just live with it. We're deleting oxygen all the time. Terrible. Let's deconstruct these tiles. Man, oh man. Good. Because I'm not working here because I'm lazy party. Oh, it's 5. Let's do this as a current project. Good. And we still did not bring any gold over. But instead we're bringing all the copper over that we have here. Come on. Guys, you need the copper yourself. Be a bit selfish here. Good, but we should be out of copper. No, 17 tons. Here, 3 tons. Alright then, that's fair. This is working nicely. We got some heat problem here, but should not. Should not be that important. And it is not. Good. Radiation. Alright. We're going to have to redo this all. Is gonna be... this is gonna get redone by a pip. Right, let's put in this here for a moment. Should we even bother with this all? Should not. Yeah, we will redo this with a pip as soon as we got some bristle that is mutated nicely. Good, where's our bristle here? I don't even know. Blossom seed. 29 units. It's all over the place. So I guess it didn't unmutate yet. Let's find out. Planter, blossom. This is getting nuked 24/7. Come on, mutate. I have good farmers. Should be able to farm this. Also, why is there a door? That makes no sense. Deconstruct. And we're going to deconstruct this ladder as well. Good. Then we can reach this very quickly. And can focus a little bit on this project here. This takes forever. Priority 7. Priority 7. Something here does not have priority zone. But that's just the hydroponic farms. Good, so slowly but steadily the duplicates are working here. That is nice. Going to fill this up, make this natural. Going to put the pip inside of the room. Here is a room. Inside of the room. Where is my food critter drop off? Here, put it there. Good, Pip is gonna come. Pip is going to... I think I want this. I want this like that. The toilet here and a little bit of wastage of room wastage. Except the toilet is not gonna come here. Is it though? This is an explorer. Oxygen? Oh, wait. Oops. There's no room for the toilet. I can still make this work. Hydroponic farm deconstruct. I can put the toilet here, but they're gonna get the eardrums popped again. Ah, so that means I have to explore here. Oh. That sucketh big time. And the thing is, I have to build a tile here for the duplicate not to get the popped eardrums and everything. What if we don't care? What if we don't care? They're gonna get the popped eardrums. Is alright. Good. Move this in. Like so. Insulated, sedimentary. It's fine. But even if... Oh. 1, 2, 3? No, this is 3. This is fine. Good. So there's gonna come a toilet here once I have the plastic. Yeah, also when they leave the rocket, they're always gonna get the popped eardrums. Is there a way around that actually? If I build this up normally, put one tile over here. Since this is an explorer, I would have to build a lot of things here that will not fit. Can I have... No, I cannot have. I can have the popped eardrums. That's what I can have. But this is not going to be an explorer always. Should we not instead plan for the future and do something like that instead? Yeah, definitely. Good thing I did not deconstruct this pipe prematurely. Good. So this is all fine, and we're gonna have a toilet here, a regular toilet, until we're done with the exploring, with the telescoping. And so we need a toilet and a research station. This is all gonna fit in here. But then this will only be a mess hall, which is alright. Just gonna explore. There's no need for a great hall even. We have the mess hall and the food and the work that we love doing, right? So this is gonna be carbon dioxide here. And we can have a pump here and a door even. Huh. But when this is then complete, and we rip out all the stuff, will this be enough room? I bet you it will not. 16 plus 6 is 22. And squish in some tiles here. This is then 28. There is no chance. There is no chance. Good, but I can leave it as is here. No door. Instead are well, we haven't researched yet, but we're close. Flip the switch again. Dum dum. Good. Why is nobody working on this errand? No errand? Is running the wheel more important? Nah, these two guns will work on it. Good. This is all closed up. X-Rin, what are you doing? Store granite. Priorities? Store granite, storing disallowed. Explain me that. Tidying disallowed, man. Do something else. Run the wheel. They're going to run the wheel. Good. Until the rocket is finished. Now, this rocket is landed on Soprano. Good. And the Duplicant is just doing nothing inside of there. Where are they? They're gone. Oh, they're sleeping down here. Having a great time. That's cool and all, but how about we collect some oxyfern? Hauling point. Seed. Oxyfern. 5 of those. Good. And we're going to dig through possibly here. Made a mess, Fapplejacks. Made a mess. Fapplejacks. Check the interior. Don't make it grounded. And we're not going to make a mess anymore. One is here. Oxyfern, that is. And the other one we're gonna grab from here. Dig it all out. Like so. Think we should keep going here. Sure. Like so. And a ladder way so we can walk. Isn't there a rover here somewhere that we can deconstruct? Yes. Fantastic. There's a lot of chlorine. We could also do some exploring, why not? Good. All the way down. And we're also going to the right and going to the left. Carbon dioxide geyser. Minus 55. Glass blowing. We have researched. Glass blowing. And we forgot the switch. Shoot this back in. Damn it, Soup Boy. You got really hit. But it's fine. Oops. Is this your hit points? That was a big hit. Vitals. Boy. Doesn't tell me. 30. Why is then the yellow thing? Oh, this is a progress bar. I'll be kind of stuck. Come on. Move this up as well. Good. Yes, glass blowing. Good. Let's put it in. The glass blowing. And the glass blowing is the air pot. Stations, furniture. Here we go. From diamond, put it in. Good. How come nobody's working here? Build in the helper tile. Good. We're gonna build this up sufficiently. Right. Glass forge. Errands. Nobody's doing it. I don't understand. This is going too slow. But what are we doing on this colony? Digging out things, also very slowly. But we're not deleting oxygen anymore, which is good. These critters should all die, which is unfortunate. 8 of 3 critters. It's ordering the surplus. This is enough. Diamond production, way more than we need. And here we're cooling down, are we? Hydrogen at 8 degrees. 13 degrees. 34 degrees hydrogen. Inside it's minus 15. Oh yeah, the A10 is working overtime to cool down this area here. Which is fair enough. Loop is stuck. We need to bridge this on somewhere else. Here's the problem. Otherwise the loop is stuck. Good, liquid bridge, deconstruct. This tile deconstruct for the millionth time. Going to put a door in instead. This is a huge waste of resources. Deconstruct that thing and build a door. Base. Glass stained tile. Stained glass tile. Good. Manual airlock. Put it in. Could do a mechanical airlock. Because we do have the power. Mechanized airlock. Put it in. And connect it with power. Good. That is done. Huh? Not allowed to overflow. Oh, the temperature is wrong is the problem. That's why the loop is not looping. Huh. But how is the temperature always going to go correctly, ever? What is inside here? 28 degrees liquid. That's going to overheat here, actually. But if the loop was running, it would not. So do we like the temperature? Weird. Temperature is below 15. We like the temperature. If it's cold, if it's too hot. Let's say if it's too hot, we don't like the temperature. Say if we're above 20 degrees. Or above 15. If we're above 15, we don't like the temperature. 115. If we're above 15 degrees Celsius, we don't like the temperature. So that means we're going to cool it down here. This is a cooling. Believe it or not. This is cooling. We have the AETN cooling this down. And the environment. Good. It's always going to be liquid there. If the volcano is too powerful, we're going to be in trouble. But I think it is going to be fine. Right. So this was working. I was premature in deconstructing the bridge. Let's put it back in. Now we can go back and forth. Ha! This is the funniest mechanized airlock I've seen. Look at the liquid to the right, and that looks like ears. This looks like, I don't want to be here. This looks like a face. Giant mouth. This is funny. I like this mechanized airlock. Good. Building a bridge. Fantastic. How is my thingy? And can we shoot this? View the interior. Why is nothing getting done? Why is nothing getting done? This is just too weird. Also, I think we have power now. Let's deconstruct the door. And put in a mechanized airlock instead. Why is a switch here? Good. Deconstruct that switch. And cut the power here. Good. We're going to put the switch in there. Instead. Yeah, you deconstruct from here where you get irradiated. Oh, are we not getting irradiated here everywhere? We are. This is brutal. What if we were to set this down here? Dum 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 dum. Deconstruct. A lot of renovation work now. Oof, but we need to. We need to set this down. The radiation here is brutal. How is gold? Gold is not good, right? In terms of radiation blocking, yep, it's horrible. Best thing is this. What about ceramic? Insulated tiles from ceramic. Let's try that instead. Good. Deconstruct buildings. This all. Good. Here we're gonna have our exit. And we're going to have a ladder out of obsidian. Put it here. Good. Build this up first. So we're sending in duplicants here now. We're forcing them to do it. Good. Let's prioritize the build as a 9. Good. Oh, let's not forget. That duplicant is done. We're going to rip out this oxyfern. Right. Then we have 2, and the third one was over here. Should not get all the oxyferns from here that we can. Why not? Can we run through here? Possibly. Dig out this. Get a ladderway going. Dig out the rest. It's very safe. Get another ladderway going. Over this canyon. And then go in here. And go up there. Good. And then we're gonna approve that one. 1 and this one. Just gonna dig it out from below. 2, 3, 4. We have one, and the 5th one is there. Good. Very nice. Yellow alert on the hydroponic farm. Already all 5 here. Good. The constructor likes to run the wheel before they like to build. That is horrible. What the hell is your deal, man? Go dig? No, go build. Right, they're excited about building. But they also like the running. Alright, good. This is all getting done. We're shooting too much, I'm sure. Stop the madness. Can we shoot? Oh, we cannot shoot when the switch is not switched. It's embarrassing. Bam. Good. Someone needs to research. Red ball generator needs to be off. Good. The runner is running. Fantastic. Good. How many red balls are these? If only I could know somehow. Red cycle. Don't know. Let's reflect it here now. That's a dangerous shot. Whew. Where will it land? Whew. It's fine. Alright, let's mop this up. Go back to there. 100 red balls. Good, we're building this all. This should be built first, and it is. Hydroponic farm, errands, not allowed by schedule, constructor whiplash. They're gonna do it. This is all done, fantastic. Here's gonna go the telescope. And here is going to go some vents. Just a couple. Good. We're going to pour some water as well. Say 1.8 key of liquid water. Enable drop, enable spill, enable power party 9, 8, doesn't matter. Sure, somebody's doing it in time. And then we're gonna have a pump, and then we'll close it off forever. And collect it all up to power. Power. We're gonna use a conductive wire from gold. Here is the pump. And then we're gonna go in. Here. Dum-dum-dum. This is looking great. And we're ready to go. Let's produce one piece of glass. Alright. And it's gonna rotate around. And fill up the loop completely, and then 5 keys per tile here on the hydroponic farms. And then we're going to deconstruct the farms. And the copper ore is gonna get buried inside of the glass. Nothing I can do. I could empty out instead and then have the natural tile on top, but we don't want that. We don't have room inside a rocket. Good, what else is there? The renovation project here is going full swing as well. Let's deconstruct that and not build this. Deconstruct this. We're going to move this down here. Doom, doom, doo, doom. Where the loader is going to go instead. Gonna have another roof. Tile in. Going to use insulated ceramic for a variety of looks here. Good. Somebody is wounded. They got shot or something. Let's heal up the people. Good. And over there, are we done? Almost. Should we colonize here? Don't know. This also needs to be done. Super hard digging we cannot do. Fabblejacks. You can. Good. 8% stress is nominal. Here we go. Yes. We like it. Are you allowed? The agriculture of Fabblejacks. You're not. That's bad news. Let's allow it for a moment. Good, so you can dig out these things. We could just dig out the floor from underneath them. That's a better call. Right, Fabblejacks. I changed my mind. No agriculture for you. Operating, yes. Rocketry, yes. Oxyfern. Why is there not a ladder here? This is gonna get done. Looking at all this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go down here. Maybe we're gonna grab the Weezwort as well. It's cold enough here. Come on. Yeah. Definitely. Dig. This all. And that. Good. Should we check out what's buried? Absolutely. Just out of curiosity. Going all the way down to this gravitas room. Maybe we're gonna find something there, like an artifact. Check the interior. Do we have a pedestal? Of course we don't. Is there room for a pedestal in this weird rocket? Is not. Don't think. Could do a pedestal and another roof tile here. Is this duplicate on the pill? I don't think they're even on the pill. Nobody is on the red pill. Which means everything is good. Meteor showers. Oh dear. Wow. This is crazy. And at the same time. Bam! The rocket platform is entombed. Dun-dun. That's fine. Where's the duplicate? I think they're alright. If not, we're gonna get a warning, I'm sure. Right, shipping, conveyor loader, gold, rotate. Here or there this time. Good, copper ore we have now again. Put that in. Here's power. The roof, yes. Ceramic insulation is what I choose for this. Good. And then we're gonna find out about the radiation here. Gonna block a little bit. If we run through here, it's still barely safe. And here is significant hazard. Tell you what, I think I'm gonna move this over as well. Deconstruct buildings. This all. Maybe not that. Let's move it over 2 tiles. Or 3 tiles. And if there's liquid spillage here, I think we can live with that. Deconstruct. Deconstruct this all. Right. Deconstruct this ladder while you're standing there, irradiating yourself. 58, construct a whiplash. Tell you what, I'm gonna put them on the pill. Construct a whiplash. Pill time. Good. Are they immediately going to eat the pill? That is amazing. It's crazy, and the animation still isn't patched. Damn you, Clay. Damn you. Patch this animation. The animation actually works. There was the animation, there was swallowing. But the popping in animation, they're just stuck for several seconds. Terrible. Good. Deconstruct this. Deconstruct that. And we don't have obsidian. I think my obsidian is trapped down here. Somewhere. Good. Will we ever reach this? I think we could. If we deconstruct these 2 tiles, we can go back in. And then we're going to grab a little bit of plastic that we're going to have very soon. This guy. Tame, groomed, and happy. Reproduction 83. Good, good, good. A little bit of plastic that we're going to have soon. I'm going to put that plastic here. And then we're gonna drop hot uranium on top of it until it's 400 degrees. Oh no, that's too hot. Until it's 160 degrees. And then we're gonna grab that naphtha, mop it up, and collect it somewhere. That's how we're gonna get it. It's gonna be fantastic. This is gonna heat up very slowly. Very, very slowly, this area, if at all. But is not going to flash into sour gas. That's how controlled the heat up will be. Here we created some hot uranium for some reason. I don't know why, because accident. But that's alright. What else is going on? Let's check out this here. Oof. Wow. This planetoid is something else. Good, here's the gravitas thingy. Pedestrian with double helix, my favorite artifact ever. Let's remove it. Good. View interior. Are we gonna grab a critter? I don't think so. Deconstruct. Build a pedestal and maybe a roof for while we eat. Good. Can we just move it? We could just move it, but doesn't matter. I think we have resources. View the interior. Still not done. These duplicates. How the heck is the construction here not happening? Good. Liquid is in, which means there can be a pump on top of it. Gas pump. Copper ore. Put it in. It will have power. And gas pipes. Good. It does not matter what type of gas pipe. Just a normal one. Actually, I kind of like the idea that this is insulated granite. Why not? Put it in. Because sometimes the oxygen's hot, and we're going to check here when we pump it in the first place. And then we're going to have a default temperature of oxygen. Right, then we need a pressure control and pumping it out. And that can be a regular granite pipe. Where is that going to go? I do not know. I really don't. Let's make the glass first. Waiting for materials, high melt risk, errands, null by schedule, party 9. Let somebody do this right now. Whiplash, there we go, easy peasy. High melt risk, top priority. Let's suppress these alerts so I can see the progress bar. Oh, we're done. Oh, we stopped. We stopped. Somebody else is doing it. Right, this area pod is going to hold a mirth leaf. Good. Oh, hold on. Cancel. Good. The pip has to come and plant the oxyferns first, of course. Whoop. Emptying out. Zoop. And look at the glass flow. Here it flows. And that means we can deconstruct the glass forge in our own time. And here we have a round. Says glass 3 key, glass 3 key, 3 key, 3 key, 3 key. One push through and you have 3 kilograms of glass. So the rest of the glass we could keep, and that's 5 kilograms. So in theory, could fill up 6 sufficiently. Doesn't matter. We're going to fill this all up with 5 now. This is 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5 kilograms. Right. Let's deconstruct the hydroponic farms. You have nothing lying on top. The infrastructure is in place. Is it in place? Let's look at the overlays. Power we have. Piping we have. Gas piping we have. Automation we have. What we don't have is a delivery, but we don't need delivery. Don't need shipping. Good. Deconstruct and deconstruct. Just in case something goes wrong. Going to save the game. Good. Why is that granite? I do not know. Good. Power outage, because nobody's running the wheel. Should be running the wheel. And we're done researching as well. Good. Environmental appreciation is next. Is fine. Where's our liquid for the supercomputer? It's going in. Nice. Your liquids seem to be nominal. Are we switching out? Yeah. Liquids seem to be very nominal. This is filled up. 25 degrees. And it goes in to cool down. If the temperature is wrong, inside of here. If it's below 25 degrees, if it's too chill, we're going to get rid of the cooling loop. But are we getting rid of the cooling loop too late then? Possibly. This is not a perfect... That's too chill. That means we're heating up currently. I have to babysit this. If it's too hot, get out of here because we're heating up. Yeah. If it's too hot, get out of here. If we're above 28. Good. And we're going only inside if we're below 27 degrees. That should regulate the loop below 27 and 28 degrees. Good, we're cooling down the area now. So if we're above, we're going out. Oh man, oh man. Liquid shut off. Huh? If we're below 28, I just don't get it. That means we're shipping out. We have to move this probably. But the automation is, if we're below 24, we're fine. If we're below 28 inside of here, we're fine. That means we're going to recirculate the liquid. If it goes above, then we're getting ejected and new cold is coming. Yeah, this is good. Why am I fiddling with this? This was good before. Right, and we have to stop here, deconstruct. Or do we? I wanted it down here. But let's leave it like that. Is alright. And we're not going to deconstruct it. We have materials. Come on. Let's make a switch here. For convenience. Good. Right, Draco 92. Our reproduction percentage. Soon we're going to have an egg. And what kind of egg are we going to have? Check the chances. 18% for a glossy. 18. Eats mealwood. We're feeding them mealwood all day long. Feeding them mealwood all day long, and yet only 18%. That's how it goes. If this oxalide here gases off completely and is gone, evaporates, then this oxalide will be surrounded by liquid, and that means we have to dig it out. Good. How far are we here? Magma down there. Here's another wheat sword we could grab. Let's check this. Check the interior. we're going to say hauling point 20 key of, let's just, oxyfern seeds all and weasewort seeds all. Good. Oh, this is the wrong plant. Here. That crushed satellite is drowning. Which actually helps a little bit with the radiation here. Good, I like it. This is pretty cool. So we can go there and rummage even. It's not too bad, is it? 700. Significant hazard. Good. But the duplicate is working here. He's gonna go over there. Maybe we find more resources that we can grab. From here, who knows? The weaswords, definitely. Good. This one we're gonna grab. Yeah, we have to go further down. Down even where there is algae. Well, here's a whole bunch of algae. And here is some sort of geyser. Let's find out which one that is. From here. Good. And dig. This priority 5, let's do 7. Good. Not allowed to dig here for some reason. Obsidian, we're not strong enough. Good, we're gonna go here. And then dig inside that biome. Like so. Oops. Like so, rather. Dig, priority 7. Good. Skills. Super hard digging. Alright. It's looking fantastic. Mealwood we don't need. We're going to drown this completely? No, it's alright. Good. Current project over here. There is no current project. We will never have the igneous rock, will we? Good. I bet you there is no diamond here. Overflow. There is no diamond overflow. Let's put it here. Then we have a lot of roast beef. No, it's a barbecue we have here. Good. How can we make it so that this empties out quicker? If this is a liquid deconstruct? No. Yeah. Good, we're gonna run this through here. And we're gonna test it. Liquid pipe element sensor. And if this is liquid water, my favorite, then we're going to empty it out. And that way we will have this thing here fill up, of course, but at the same time, why is this not getting done? At the same time, empty out that chamber. And we can, at any time, close this off by using automation. And again, too lazy to bring the materials here, but it's fine. We still have some. Switch, which reminds me, the switch here needs to be off. Whoop. Good. We have enough hydrogen here collected. Is all good. Hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, oxygen. The Draco, stunted scales, team. 98%, good. Did not build a moat this time. Sometimes they like to sit by the moat. Good. Let's look at the room size. What will we do here? 96 tiles, good. This is looking fantastic. Definitely good enough. I don't know, the fancy-poancy farms with the moats and the T-shape. I love the T-shape. That is pretty cool. I'm too stupid to do it. I never practiced. I need to practice the T-shape of the Draco farm. But for now we have this, and it's good enough. And here is the rocket. That is the auto-driller just waiting on the plastic for research. And then we can have the auto-driller. Oh man, oh man. We're already bringing in oxygen. At 7 degrees Celsius. Stop the madness, we're not done here. I suppose it's good enough, but this is too soon. This is way too soon. Deconstruct. And deconstruct. Right, it's not a big deal, but man, it's too soon. Let's get us some furniture in here. Crown molding from granite. Here, there, and there. And then I'm gonna need credit drop off. Put it over there. Good, prioritize this. No, not by schedule, let's do it right now. Good, and then... Oh, why? Why? We don't have the Oxford yet. This duplicate still needs time. We're gonna finish this another time then. How much Oxford do I have collected? Look at the thing. 2 seeds. Just grab one more. And rip these out. Kinda like those though. But let's rip these out. At any time we can do this again. Good, rip these out. And you need another one. You are not allowed to farm. Dig out this, and first... Good, where are you? Is your off time? Is your off time? How much food do you have? Enough. Good, let's build this. Then we're gonna have something there like a pedestal, but I don't think we need actually. I think we can just move this. Yep, move to is possible. Good. So I never finished this. Let's force them to do it now. See if that's gonna happen, or if it's off schedule. No, not by schedule. So ignore the schedule. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum. Minor eye irritation. Good. Holding point right now. And then we're gonna leave here. Dude, hauling point right now. Yeah, sleepy time. Hauling point right now. That's too good. Could build that last ladder, but then hauling point. Good. Let's check the duplicate. They are saying find safe area. Alright. And then? Hauling point. Huh? Construction supply igneous. Igneous tile. Alright, sure, but what about the hauling point? Oxford seed. This is ignorage again. Store Oxford, there we go. And the ward we're bringing as well, which is nice. Then we have 2 wards. Very good. Jim, Jim, Jim. Grab it, grab it. And then we're gonna leave. Change destination. Back home. So. And begin the launch sequence. Pilot requested. Pilot sits there. And pilot launches. This is how it looks heat-wise. Is all good. Dum, dum. Good. Now, back to the rocket project. Yellow alert on what? Hauling point. Is all good. Let's remove it actually. Ripped out these. So we're gonna bring them. This is for Critter Pip. Priority 9. And this hauling point is for 2 key of Oxfern seeds. Oxfern, enable drop, enable spin, priority 9. Errands, not allowed. See how Pips are doing. 7 of 7, I like. Pip, age 42. Do we have a younger one? Age 62. Age 20. I'll wrangle them up. Priority 8 is good. Do I have one left here? I do. Let's not wrangle them up over here. Good. Somebody comes, wrangles them. Somebody else will come and grab them and bring them here. And then they're going to plant the seed over there. Good. Which means we can work on the rest. And the rest is going to be a rocket control station right there. Right there, smack in the middle of it. He is going to be where they're going to eat. And ladder on top. And then we can walk into anywhere we want. What if there's a door right on top of it? That means telescope and research right next to each other. And close this off. Yeah. That could be good. Rocketry. Rocket control station. Right there. Am I not forgetting something? Duplicants need to go to the toilet. So that's also what we need to do. Pip, groomed, happy. Here they can plant. I should go planting. Let's deconstruct this critter drop off. Are they gonna plant in the aeropod? That would be hilarious. But they're not. This doesn't have a green tile. And there's a good thing about the pip planting overlay. Somebody told me to get this. And that was a good idea. I know where they plant, but it's easy just to click this. And have a little bit of a confirmation. And sometimes plants are buried. If we look at the area over here. And you click the pip planting overlay, you're going to find that there's a buried plant here. And that can drive you crazy. When you're like, what is it? And then there's a plant. Of course, you can just click this here. Harvest. And then it's going to show you the plant right there. So, but it's good to have that as well. Right. And we're dropping down the wrong liquid because we did not pay attention. If this is liquid fresh water. Good. Also, somehow there is no automation. For some reason. Oh, great. That means the switch is absolutely useless. Can we mop this? Oh, that would have been too amazing. Let's mop this all. Don't care. Good. We're gonna mop this and we're gonna delete the pollution down here. Because this needs to be clean. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad time. Deconstruct that tile for a moment. Priority 9 on everything here. Good. How are they going to do it? I do not know. And we're stuck here as well. Oh, because we never built a bridge. Deconstruct. Good, and let's build the bridge. Plumbing. From sandstone, that is the material that we have over here. Good. Now the direction is clear again, which is very good. We need this loop to loop. Oh, and we're emptying out, which is nice. And we're only emptying out if the temperature is correct. That way we're going to maintain a very green temperature over here. So let's just use a normal material, not gold or anything, no radiant pipes, to get this going. Good. Jup, jup, and jup. Or just surround it. Call it good. Maybe. Maybe not. We do have the sandstone, so why be stingy? Good. And this is then also fantastic. Connect this up there, connect this up here. Good. I'm gonna have a nice cooling loop for this whole area. Just from regular pipes. Are you done scrubbing? Good. Let's build another tile here. Another tile there. And then we're going to empty this out in here and close it off. It's going to be good enough. Temperature is nominal. We have a spike here where the electrolyzer setup is, but that is alright. And we're pressurizing the base again as well. Good. If this is auction, don't run the door crusher. Is a good idea. So our pit is going to be on this level. Right. Automation. Gas element sensor. Do we have a little bit of gold? Sure. Automation wire. Connect this up. And this is going to run 1010. Good. And then we're going to say priority right now on this all. So I can configure this already. Good. And now, what about our rocketry project? 08 cycles, and then we have the Oxford that we need to complete our Explorer rocket. This is done. Let's plant another one. Oh, they dropped an egg. They dropped an egg. This egg is gonna get stolen. We have automation where the eggs are going. Good. Here we need something to eat. Furniture. Also, we make this grounded. Good. No sleep, no eat, no toilet. Alright. So, just to make that clear. Copper table, put it there. Fantastic. We got some power coming in and out. Very nice. They're gonna plant. We're gonna deconstruct this. That means a fire pole here in order to reach everything. Why fire pole? Why not ladder? Because the ladder has a decor -5 and a fire pole has does not say. Fire pole can be made from a copper ore, for example, and that gives a decor plus 10%. Good. Deconstruct. Right. And then we're gonna build our roof up like so. Oh, I forgot something. Well, I guess I can put a telephone here. Furniture. So the idea was not to have carbon dioxide down here. But we do have carbon dioxide down there. But generally not have carbon dioxide down there. Not so much that the duplicants are getting the popped eardrums. Right. And that's why I built up a carbureted tile, and that's why I cannot build up my fantastic water cooler that I found, which is looking so nicely. It's fine. We're going to use a phone, like any reasonable person would do. Let's put it here, and connect it up to power. Why not? Just in case. And then there is a little bit of room here, and we're going to put in automation. An automated wire, so we can turn the phone on or off. Maybe if we want some privacy, turn the phone off. Good. And here's gonna go the telescope. Rocketry telescope from this material. Power, since we're running the power through here already, let's just connect it up, I guess. Good, like so, it doesn't matter. And duplicates are gonna come, duplicates come here. There is going to go something else. And we're gonna have a door here. Then there's no room for a toilet. Can we have both a toilet and research facility? Only if we were to build them right next to each other here. So how do we enter then? Only here would be possible. So that will then do this. And if this was a ladder, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, it does not fit. Completely does not fit at all. Well, a toilet I need. So I cannot do plastic research. I have to do telescoping first, and then I can do plastic research. Well, that's fine. Room for the toilet then. Good. Entering here. Oof. Can I have a toilet straight up in the middle here? Can we though? A toilet here. Probably. All right there. Dum dum. Maybe something like that. Deconstruct. Is good enough, and then I can have a little bit of roof here. Good. So that means a door goes there, and I have how much room? This is 19, 20, 21. And then, oops, am I digging? Let's not dig. 21 plus 5 is 27. Plus 2 is 29. We're lacking 3 tiles. Yeah. Good. But like I said, a mess hall is good enough for this duplicant now. To close that off. But how is it going to look in the end? Because I need to know this for gas delivery. What if I have my vent right here? cannot. Right there. Could have a door here, but I do not want. Yeah, let's have it right here. Good. So we're coming out. And we're going in. So like that, why not? This is unreachable for some reason. Good. Let's get our door. Should we? No, we shouldn't. Pneumatic door. The prettiest one from copper. Here. And then plumbing, toilet. Yes. A plumbed toilet is just not feasible. Let's do a granite toilet. Good. And this is how the rocket is going to look for the first exploring. It's so sad. Good. In 20 seconds we have our ox ferns. Very nice. And then we can finish this up actually. Right. What is this project doing here? Configure. If this is breathable oxygen, then open the door forever. Good. That is configured. Alright, this needs to be built, but nobody's building it. I don't think we have dedicated constructors here. Let's look at the priorities. 4 people in Upside Downy. We have an agent, who's also the doctor. Don't need a doctor here, to be honest. We have a constructor, and he's the only one doing construction work. That's why everything takes forever to get done. Then we have the cook. Yep. The rancher. Yeah, building is rough. Skill 1. Skill -3. Skill 0. Skill 21. Good. Here's a constructor doing their job. Right. Can I let another ladder in? No. And then we're going to dig this out real quick. Good. And build this thing real quick. Wait a minute. Let's build it 1 tile down. Good. Are you going to do it? Build liquid pipe. You're not going to do it. Yet. Good. Someone is doing this. Very nice. Get more resources. Resources out of here. Good. Now, the rocket should have landed. Let's find out about that. We're here. Good. Let's land. Interior. It's getting done. Let's say hauling point. 3 pieces of seed. It's going to be the ox fern. Enable our drop. Pretty 9. Number 1. Somebody's already doing it, which means the rocket is indeed here. Good. Very nice. We're gonna make it grounded. This is what purpose is this rocket? Colonization. That is the colonization. Oh yeah. We have to rename it. Good. We're gonna say the colonization rocket number 1. Good. Then we have the interior here. That is the auditor, sure. In the interior here we have to cancel. They're going to plant it in the wrong spot, are they? It's really quickly. Furniture. Ground molding here. Right now. Before they build it, before they plant in the wrong spot. Oh, they planted in the right spot. What a good pip this is. What a good pip this is. Good pip. Right. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're lacking one here. Bad Pip. Bad Pip. How dare you. Furniture. Crown molding here and there. Pretty now. Good. Rip this out, somebody. Good. And then the pip can actually plant in the right spot. Dum, 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 dum. Oh yeah, dirt. Need some dirt here. How much dirt is too much dirt? I do not know. 20 tons of dirt. Cultivable soil. Herb is down here. Priority 7 as a current project is fine. Somebody is doing it. Good, crown molding is alright. Fantastic. Now the pip can plant in the right spot this time. So there would be room here even for a pump. But then we don't have room for the recreational thing. Recreational thing? We should build up here. Huh. Let's actually do this. Good. Just in case we want to renovate. Let's have some helper tiles. Good. Pump is still pumping. Or again pumping. It's not. Makes no sense. Nonsense. Good. But since the pump is pumping, we're going to build in the automation necessary for the pump. And where is that going to go? Instead of a corner molding here, we're going to put in the automation. But I like to put in the automation centrally. Always. There is absolutely no room. What about up here though? Yeah, up here would be probably perfect. Here. And that would mean nothing else can go here. Nope. Let's not do it. Anywhere the automation is fine. Going to bridge it over. Rotate. Good. And then we can close this off forever. Right, now furniture. Water cooler. From ceramic, make it pretty. There we go. And the pip is planting, that means they can plant here. Since I'm done with this here. The elegant but not. Oh no, the crown molding was built. Good, elegant water cooler should be first. Come on guys. Bring the ceramic. Bring the ceramic. Dirt, we have 4.6 tons. Should be good. Room-wise, this is a mess hall. Perfect. Making the Atmo sensor. If we are above... If we're below... Let's say 2 key pressure. Then I want you to pump. Let's say above now. So that we don't pump and we can connect this. Right. Apparently we cannot connect this yet. Good. And water cooler is done. Deconstruct. And deconstruct so that it floats in the air. And crown molding. Why did it deconstruct this? Good. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Alright, Pip. This time you plant in the right spot, please. But just in case you don't, another crown molding. Good. This is good. Let's suppress. Dum, dum. And as soon as we have a correct toilet, we're going to reclaim the space here somehow. Good. This is almost 10 tons of dirt. I think we're pretty fine. What about the temperature inside? Is nominal. Good. Telephone switch off. Good. Automation is in, which means we can close this off. Right. Good. And then after, probably close this off as well. Just a little bit of radiation protection for when we eat here. Just close it off like that until we need it again. Yeah. Is good enough. Right, Pip, why are you not planting? What's your radiation? 50. How much is that? We can immediately build a tile here. That is not a problem. The rest is alright. What is our current project here? Nothing seems like it. We're just relaxing here. Good, this is fine. In the end, we're gonna get this all these resources we're gonna get. Good. Liquid is nominal, 28 degrees. But if we're cooler, then then we're gonna go out. What is the temperature actually? This is alright. A little bit of leakage here is fine. The cooling loop is empty. That's alright. Except this is our water. Let's use this water up then. Good, we're bridging on, so it's fine. As soon as we cool down here, I'm gonna bring that water into the base, but not before. What is the temperature? 15 degrees. It's gonna take a while for this A10 to cool down all that liquid. We should have an ice drop offage into here. Shouldn't we? But the ice will empty out. Doesn't matter. So let's again make a storage bin full of ice. Let's just use a hauling point is good enough. Put it smack in the middle and say liquefiables. All liquefiables? Sure. Ice, polluted ice, snow, crushed ice, carbon dioxide, even brine ice, maybe not. Good. Oh, you're bringing this from here. It's 15 tons. What if we had instead a delivery system for these liquefiables? All we need is love and find out what the temperature of the ice is when it runs through here. And when it's cold enough, we're gonna drop it out. So anything that's too cold, we're going to drop out. Because that's never gonna happen with igneous rock. We're gonna have this system here. Drop out sensor. Is this too soon? No, let's have it here then. In range of the thing so we can rotate. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. Bridge is what we need. And then a conveyor chute. And then we haven't researched it. Chute element. What is the name of this? Must be here with the conveyor rail thing. Where is it? Hauler. here. Automation there. 30 data. We don't have 30 data. Oh, great. Just amazing. Automation wire. Let's pretend we have it. Signal switch from copper. Good. How's this going to look then? Looks alright. Priority right now. Constructor is going to build it. And they're going for food. Let's check the inside of this rocket. Definitely have enough dirt. Let's remove. Good. Oh, we're planting. Sweet. You can plant here as well, Mr. Pip. Blue, green, blue, green, blue, green. What? Blue is pressure too low. That's fine. Dim, 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 dim. Dim, dim. Good. They're gonna plant here. And the rocket is finished. Which means we need a little bit of food. And what's the radiation here? 16, mostly safe. Need a little bit of food. Ooh. But we have another rocket, don't we? Yes, the colonizer. The colonizer. Which I forgot to enable. Are we gonna do some colonization now? I don't think so. Do we have to go anywhere? Again? I don't think so. But this wart-weed. Wart-weed. This wart seed we're going to put right there. Let's check the interior. Wart seed. Move to here. Good. Then we're going to bring a pip. And hope that they're going to plant it inside of here. Oh no, it's going to be buried. Is somebody doing it right now? Because then I stop them here. They're going to drop it on the floor. Yep, somebody's on their way to grab the wart seed. Are we filled up even? Or not? Flip that switch. Someone is bringing the wart. It was a long way. But they're gonna reach it. Eventually. Ah. I did not. Did not in this instance. Let's move it here right there. Good, and then we're gonna dig that out. And we're gonna have a natural wart plantage. Just bring the pip there. Food critter drop off right here. Of course, the pip can go anywhere they want to. Right, they can plant here. And they can plant here on top as well, which I don't want. So, dig this all out. Fat Cat. Fat Cat, everyone, says, oxygen included. Joke's on you. I can breathe just fine. Very nice. Very, very nice. But even though the oxygen is not included, we have oxygen to breathe. Because what we're doing is we're grabbing water and we're running it through an electrolyzer setup, and then we're going to get hydrogen and oxygen from that. And we're going to use the hydrogen for power. So that way we have 800 power per electrolyzer. And the reason it's only 800 with 2 hydrogen generators instead of just 1 is we're playing beyond the max difficulty settings. Which is brutal. But you already know this, Fat Cat. How you doing? Hope you're fine. And hope everything is well. Because it sure is here in the colonies. Got nothing to do again. But that's not true. I meant to send over the explorer to explore. Let's check out if it fills up with steam. How come this auction here is so resistant? But I think it's gone now. Fat guy says, I want to sleep more, but I've got to go to work. Hope you're good. I'm good. I'm good. You do your work, and I'm gonna see you tonight when it's time for the Glitch Man. Definitely gonna play some Glitch Man later. And probably some of the card game as well. There is a lot to do. Alright, but for now, auction included. And filling up the Explorer rocket as soon as the colonizer is filled up. Good. Destination. Where could we go and explore? We need to find the opening thingy. And my guess is over here. We can only run 5 tiles. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's go here and explore a bit. Good. Change the crew. Explorer. We only have one Explorer duplicate. The Explorer region. They're gonna go here. And they're gonna have food as well, which is important. That pip is done. Let's wrangle them up. And there's only one place they can go, and that is here. Critter. Pip, 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 pip. Priority 9. Good. Jump, jump. Right. Colony lacks critter. This game is lying to me again. Good, but we're done. That means Mirthleaf goes in. Somebody's ranching them. Fantastic. And these things are producing oxygen. Somebody's going to bring them. We have dirt. Let's put in some food. Hauling point. We're going to say... let's put it here. Good. Going to say bristleberries. Edible? Berry sludge, not bristleberries, of course. Priority 5, because I don't know what is going on with the colonizer. Huh. I don't think we're gonna do anything. Rat pills. Let's put a few rat pills in here as an emergency measure. Let's do 100 rat pills. Hauling point. Hauling point. 100 rat pills. Edible? No, it's medicine. Basic rat pill. Somebody is doing it. And there's also some berry sludge in here already. Good. Astronomy. Skills. Explorer. Piloting. Oh, they need one more. Ah, they're gonna get their skill point in just a second. And then they can go exploring. But I do want solar panels, don't I? I think I do. Artifact transport, solar panel. We do have enough glass. Right. How many are we going to build? I want to stand still in space and still be able to research. Good. That is not overkill at all. Right. And oh, we can reach some. Oops. That's fine. Good. Solar panel. How much is this? 60 watts. Is it really 60 watts? Who knows? Don't know. Because these solar panels are broken because of the Beyond Max difficulty mod. Normally I would have only 190 max, but the mod is not overriding the variable amounts of power that you get from the sun. Where is the sun, by the way? I don't see it here. Is alright. Where's that pip? It ran away. It ran off, I'm sure. Or is it still inside here? It is not. I don't see it. Did we bring it somewhere else? Did we bring it in the kitchen? Yeah, we probably did. Priority H? Sure. But this here is priority... Oh, there's too many critters. This is not a room. So let's do this then. It's a bit dumb, but what can you do? Granite. Gonna close this area off. Using any material. Any material. Sandstone? No. Food? Yes. Sure. Herb is going to look like... Made a mess? Superblasenwohl made a mess. Going to find out what is the problem. Toilet is stuck is the problem. So what is happening here? Water is coming out. Oh, the plant is not growing. Body temperature. It's too cold. We have to find out what we do with our liquids. Something better. But we do have an overflow system here. It's just going somewhere. Oh. It must go into this pipe. But what about this all? We need to empty out that first. Good. Oh man, is that not a quick solution? Don't think there is. This needs to overflow. Good, is going to end up in that pipe there. So we can use toilets again. But here... Man, oh man, what am I doing with this? Put it inside of this reservoir for a moment. Good. Cut this. Connect that. Don't overbuild. And move that in. Good. This empties out and stop pumping, please. Do we need this? We probably do. Actually, we don't. Good, we're gonna use this, and pollution is going to run in here then, where it belongs. Dim dim. Good, this is all going alright. Boom boom, we're empty. That means we're connecting up here. Don't overbuild. Reverse this bridge. What was the alert? Flodani entombed. False alarm. And we did overbuild. Reverse this bridge. Cut that pipe. Pollution is coming. Pollution is going in here where it belongs. Good. Temperature is going to get regulated, and then these plants will grow and delete all the pollution that we have. But yeah, temperature here is a bit low for thimbleweed. 22 degrees. What did I say here? Here I'm saying above 18. Let's do above 22 then. Before we get shipped out. Good. Oh no, here. Oh yeah, this is too hot, definitely. That is fair. What are we doing here? We're mopping still? Stop the madness. Alright, temperature is looking nominal. It's very cold here. This might become too cold. Oh, we're running again this. Stop it for a moment. We don't want so cold. Do we not? Kind of. Kind of. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Can't be helped. It's all good. What about this guy? Ah, we have a lullaby to Draclet. Good. And no power problems whatsoever. Which is pretty cool. Because of solar panels. That all is unreachable. I do not like. Is this something like this? No. Will this be reachable? There's no way this is gonna be reachable. Jim. Another door. We have copper. Let's use it. Let's make a green one, why not? This is not a farm, right? Color code. Purple for fancy poancy. And it's looking nominal. It's all reachable. This is probably not reachable. Says we can reach it. Current errand. And this one, unreachable build. Let's do the fancy poancy door. Here. Good. And then when this is all built, we're gonna reach this from above, which is good enough. Good. Then a critter goes here, because this is gonna be a room. Well, there's so many critters here, because this is 136 shine bugs in one form or another. Right, we renovated here as well. Radiation is crazy here. So intermittently we do run through there. I don't want to go there ever. I wonder if I can deconstruct this without getting wrecked. Then this will be unreachable. Well, we never go there anyway, so this is now exposing the duplicants to radiation without even needing that, but it's alright. Let's dig out this and go here and be careful now. I don't want to grab these out of there. Manually. Good. Radiation. Absorbed red dose 13, 15, 16, 17. Is all good? What is this all? Let's mop it up. Good. But yeah. Should we go exploring now? Make sure the solar panels are built first. Good. And then we're gonna go explore. What am I doing? Good. Everything goes up. And everything else goes down. Duplicates are coming, building the rest of the solar panels, and then we can go explore. View the interior. What about our food? We have enough food. That is good. Food, check. Oxygen, check. We just have to do that there. Let's actually do it. Vacuum, it says. Huh? Alright. No more vacuum. Oxygen, not check, actually. We never build any liquid, but that's fine. Any liquid loop. We're gonna get it afterwards. Right. Errands? Low priority. Why is the priority not 9 here? Good. Colonization we're not going to do quite now, quite yet. Plan is to go here, find out what this unknown object is. And when we found the thingies... Guess we're just waiting on plastic production. You gonna drop another egg? You are. Glossy Draglet, 29%. Good. It's nice. Starvation, wait, what? Also consumables. Make sure nobody eats the precious space food. Somebody is, though. The game is, the menu is glitching out here. Good. Alright, Culpip is glum. Poor guy. But this here is all looking nominal. I want to go back in and produce more steel and produce more glass while we wait for the plastic. But that is dangerous. Send a red signal. Send a green signal. Let's not delete the oxygen here. Even though that did help with the heat a little bit. Just a tiny tad. Good. Can we mop this up? I think we can. Let's allow people. For example, Fatball can go. The soup can go. This pioneer can go. Skills. Fatball, since you live here now, let's make you suit sustainable. And that as well. Good. That's alright. Can mop this up. Anybody else? Nope. Only these 3 duplicates. And Fat Cat. Good. Very nice. Now, it's just waiting time for the plastic. We're done here. Just filling this up with a little bit of oxygen. Probably not enough. Because we neglected doing this. Oh, we have steam overflow. Stop this as well. Good, it's coming through here. It's filling up here a little bit. But that's all nice. Because even if this is overpressuring, then we have a little bit of flow going on. The sauna. Maybe we should have even more saunas, but this is somebody's entering the sauna. Oh man, oh man. Ah, they're sweating inside. Crazy. What does this do for them even? Using sauna. Says, sauna is currently in use. Relaxing. Stress -10. Lit workspace. Lit workspace here? How? I have no idea. Should not be any light here. 0 looks. Pitch black. But that's alright, I guess. Good. Sauna is nominal. I like it. Research-wise, solid management we're gonna research. Right after solid control. Dum, dum. We can flip the switch for a moment. Someone is idle. Constructor whiplash. Yep. Don't have a current project. How's the water? Water is going. Oh, this is... This is filling up. That's fair. Extra liquid is coming here through here. Probably getting deleted. This one is growing. Nice. Well, it is higher than the other. Good. So even if that plant is broken here in the main region, it's fine. We have an overflow system and the toilet water goes out again. Very good. Only 2 colonies, and both are sitting on their hands. And nobody is digging here. Don't we have an agent here? Purdy's? Agent Dr. Sussing. Digging you love. The constructor, digging skill 1. We have 1 agent and 1 constructor. Yeah, of course nothing is getting done here. Let's make sure the priorities are clear. Ranching, farming. Oh, the agent is also a rancher. Let's make you a supplement rancher, so that the digging gets done. Good. I'm sure then we're gonna be fine here. Yep, we have constant flow of water. The cooling loop is running. Very nice. If its water is gonna get emptied out, which is also interesting. Right. Water is at 26 degrees. Erupts in 14, it got stifled again. Oh yeah, we did this now, and we never did this now. Man, oh man. Let's do it now then. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Alright, conveyor loader is gonna grab some of the liquefiables as well. Good, that's all that's in here. Picking up copper ore, delivering copper ore. This is now running around. Which is not good. Let's empty out the copper ore. And then the conveyor loader is going to... Wait a minute. Is this nominal? How is there no... I think I want some continuous, but it's alright, it's alright. Right, we're gonna grab liquefiables now. This is going to cool down the place in no time. Good. Liquefiables, all. Except for brine. Good. Copper is getting sent out. Let's flip the switch. Whoop. Good. And we're running. This is now liquefiables. Empty. Yep. This is how you cool down a place and melt down ice. Just run it through a conveyor. Because 20 key at a time is way better. Good. Way better than having them clumped up. Good. So I think this is going to be the last thing I'm going to do for this session. Because pretty much done. We're ready to explore, find the cold planetoid, bring the shine bugs and win the game. Sounds easy. Do we even need plastic? Probably not. Research complete, solid control. Not again! I forgot the switch. Good, how much is in there? 90. Oh, we good. How is this configured? 117 red balls. Is alright. Ice is melting. We have a lot of liquid. Erupt in 14 cycles. Maybe in 14 cycles we would actually have the liquid. Let's empty out the space as much as possible. Switch is active. Good, we're going to fill up this. And fill it up a bit more. That reservoir is going to fill up to 5 key. And then we're going to run the thing again. Good. Are we dropping out ice? Nope. Everything is melting. Everything is melting. Looking good. What about the red bolts? 19. Flip this again, but no. Is alright. How is our oxygen? 67 key per tile. Should we go exploring or is it too soon? might or might not be. We have the solar panels. I think it's alright, we can go exploring. But that is for next time. For now, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for chiming in. And I'm going to see you next time. Have a good day and a good night.